Welcome, my dear viewers, to a chilling episode of Coffin Talk. Today we shall dive into the dark and twisted history of Burke and Hare, the infamous duo who roamed the streets of 19th century Edinburgh, leaving a trail of horror in their wake. Now, also, before I forget, please visit our Amazon shop as it's gone live. We're selling Halloween journals and a Halloween coloring book for adults and for the little tykes. So, again, check out our Amazon shop. That link will be in the description below. William Burke and William Hare, two ordinary men, became the center of one of Scotland's most notorious criminal cases. Their sinister activities revolved around the macabre trade of supplying fresh corpses to doctors for dissection, a practice legal at the time but heavily regulated. It all began in the early 1820s when the demand for cadavers skyrocketed due to advancements in medical science.
Is it still illegal to perform an autopsy on a living person?
With the resurrectionist trade facing increasing scrutiny and tighter controls, Burke and Hare saw an opportunity to profit from the gruesome business of body snatching. No, not that one. Their first victim was an unfortunate lodger named Joseph, who owed Hare money for his stay. When Joseph died suddenly, the devious duo devised a plan. Murder. No, he was already dead. Instead of reporting his death to the authorities, they sold his body to the doctors. It was an act that set in motion a series of grisly events. Burke and Hare soon realized that killing individuals would be more profitable than digging up bodies from graveyards. They targeted vulnerable individuals, often impoverished and homeless, people who wouldn't be missed by society. Their victims became known as the Hare's Lodgers. Their methods were sinister yet efficient. They would invite victims to their lodging house, ply them with alcohol, and then suffocate or smother them. The bodies were then sold to Dr. Robert Knox, a prominent anatomist who paid handsomely for fresh cadavers to advance his research. This story seems oddly familiar, almost like Murder from Arsenic and Old Lace. That's it. The two Brewster ladies from Mortimer's aunts, they were fiendishly efficient at murdering gentlemen callers who had no place to go. I wonder if that's where this story was inspired. If not, folks, please check out one of the all-time greatest Halloween films, Arsenic and Old Lace. We'll do a story on that one later. So, the reign of terror perpetuated by Burke and Hare lasted for approximately 10 months. It was only when their crimes became too brazen and suspicions grew that their murderous enterprise was uncovered. In November of 1828, an informant alerted the authorities and the pair were arrested. Burke and Hare and their accomplices faced a sensational trial that gripped the nation. Hare turned king's evidence, providing testimony against Burke in exchange for immunity. Burke, on the other hand, faced justice and was found guilty of murder. He was sentenced to death by hanging. On the 28th of January, 1829, Burke met his fate on the gallows. His body was later subjected to the same dissection that he had once profited from. There's a moral there, folks. Hare, having escaped the execution, vanished into obscurity, condemned by public opinion, and eternally associated with infamy. The tale of Burke and Hare remains a chilling reminder of the depths humanity can sink when driven by greed and moral corruption. Again, a tale for current times. Their crimes exposed the flaws in the medical research industry and led to significant changes in legislation, ultimately bringing an end to the resurrectionist era. Even today, the name Burke and Hare sends shivers down our spines. forever etched in history as symbols of darkness and depravity. Their story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the fragile line between good and evil within each of us. And so, my dear friends, we have ventured into the twisted annals of Burke and Hare, a tale that still echoes through the dimly lit streets of Edinburgh, that's in Scotland. As you walk through life, remember the shadows that hide within the human soul and the horrors that can emerge when darkness triumphs over light. Pleasant nightmares to you all. Also, don't forget, our Amazon shop is online now, selling Halloween coloring books and a Halloween journal so you can record your twisted thoughts. Pleasant dreams.